Hello, beautiful tribe. How is everyone feeling? Hope everyone is feeling fabulous today. This is going to be our weekly reading for all 12 zodiac signs for the week of September 24th through 30th. So I never ever give warnings or I never preface my readings by saying take what resonates. But maybe I should start doing that. You take from the reading what resonates with you. Don't drive yourself trying to fit your story into the reading. But if the message is meant for you, you will definitely receive it. This week we're doing something a little different. I used one deck and I pulled 5 different cards from that singular deck. And then you may or may not know that yesterday, the 22nd, was the fall equinox, which is known as Mabon. And this is all about harvest. This is all about planning for the future. It's all about releasing. And so this is going to be a spread that tells you how we're walking into the next cycle, the next season of our lives, okay? So for each card, I asked a different question, okay? So the first question that I asked is, what am I reaping right now? And the card that I pulled was right here. It's the 4 of Wands. This is your happily ever after card. This is the card that you pull when everything that you've been working so very hard at finally falls into place. There is no negative energy associated with this card. So what this is just telling us is that it is reaping season. It is time to harvest. It is time to see the increase. It's not time to work as hard putting the energy out into the universe, because we're going to be receiving. This is a time of receiving, okay? So this is beautiful, beautiful energy. It's also talking about community. A lot of you are loners. A lot of you are very lonely. You keep to yourself. You're very solitary individuals. As you can see, we have a 4 of Wands, and down here, the 3 of Cups, which we'll get to. But just in general, these cards are all about celebration. It's all about joining forces. So you may find that you're being introduced to a lot of helpful people that come along your path. You may be interested in joining groups of like-minded individuals. You may even be doing events that bring people together. So that's what we expect to be reaping right now. And then I asked which aspects of our lives that we need to bring into greater balance. And this is the Wheel of Fortune, the number 10, the Destiny card. What this is telling me is some of you need to balance out your perception of fate versus free will. You have to know that while some things are planned out before we incarnate onto this planet, there's a general guideline, there's a general plan. You also have to know you have free will. You have to have choices. You do have choices, even when you feel that you don't have choices. This also means that even if you know that abundance is your birthright, that nothing just comes to you. You have to put action. You have to put effort to the things that you want. So you need to find a balance between knowing when to charge ahead and when to wait to receive. Just in general, again, the number 10, this speaks to October. This is, again, the last week of September. So next week, we're starting a new month. And this is about destiny. The wheel is finally going to turn. There's been a lot of things that haven't been happening the way that we would want them to. You're now going to see the things that you've been working for coming into your life. At this time, what is changing for me? And here's this death card. We keep seeing this death card. This death card is following us. But this just really confirms that you are going through a death and rebirth phase. So especially those who are suffering very greatly from depression right now, from anxiety, from uncertainty, from mental stress, from emotional stress, from physically being tired. This is all because you're dying and being reborn. No kind of birth comes without pain. You know, even when trees, plants, and grass push through the ground, you know, that's a painful experience. Even when butterflies push out of their cocoons, that's a painful experience. Even when babies are pushed out of mothers, that is a painful experience. But each and every time, something beautiful and even more beautiful than before is created. So just know that the hardships that you're facing right now, it's not a forever thing. And that when you do come up on top, which I'm seeing again, it's going to come in You're going to see a lot of the alleviation of the pain you've been experiencing in the month of October. So once this smoke clears, you're going to go into a phase of celebration of happiness, okay? The next question that I asked was, what do I need to release in order to transition? And we talked about the celebrations, because there's people coming to you. The universe is sending helpful people your way right now. What you need to release is being a hermit. You also need to release thinking that, one man is an island, like you can do everything by yourself. You very well can do everything by yourself, but when you pile all of that on top of yourself, it becomes stressful. Now is the time to release the need to control everything. Now is the time to release the need to do everything yourself. You need to exercise your delegation skills. You need to exercise your trust, meaning trusting others to help you. There's a moon in this card, so you're under the illusion like you're in this by yourself, and you're not in this by yourself. You just need to be receptive to those who are trying to include themselves in your world. And our last card is, where should my focus be going into this next cycle? Isn't that a beautiful card? It's the Fool card. It's 0. It means you're resetting your clock. It means new beginnings. It means slates that are wiped clean. A lot of us are coming out of this karmic cycle. This, I'm seeing, could be like at least the last 7 years. Because if you know about 7-year karmic cycles, I see a 7-year cycle finishing and new beginnings occurring. And so what your focus should be is on taking a leap of faith. Stop thinking so hard and just go. The path is clear. A lot of you are going to be traveling. See the water behind her, either by plane, by flying, or by ship, taking a cruise. But you're going to do something new. It's going to be a new job. It's going to be a new relationship. It's going to be a move to a new place that you've never been before. So you really, 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 really need to go with this. If there's any fears associated with change, if you are a creature of habit and you're just like, I see all these things that the universe is presenting to me, but I'm just comfortable in this relationship, even though I'm not super happy. And I'm comfortable at my job because I know all the procedures. And if I go to a new job, I'm going to have to learn the new procedures. I'm going to have to know the new people at that job. So let me just stay here because, I'm not with the headache. You need to change your mentality. Everything in life that's worth having has to be worked for. There has to be a certain level of risk that is associated with going after it. Go after it. It's your time to shine. See, she has her hands up like Rocky, on the top of the steps. It's your time to be victorious. So walk into this next season of your life confident and ready to go. Thank you guys so much for listening to my reading. I wish you all a blessed week, and I'll see you again next weekend. Peace out.